Chirps excitedly welcome, brevet. Waves claws ooh, a fish claim. I would love one. Wiggles happily. Let's see what the stream has in store today.
Hello, hello, welcome back to Few Stars in Hytale. And hi, Robert, welcome to the stream. You are first today. It's the first for you being first. Alright. How are you doing? What you been up to? Anybody's watching the VOD? How you guys doing? Let me know what you've been up to. I think it's the second time, really? Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's awesome. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well today. Now, last time we kind of started working on this cliff. We got this whole, like, the exit side, I guess, of the cave. And being able to climb up to the top here. And then I noticed in the reference, if you can look down there in the corner right below the fishies there, there's actually some trees in this area. So I want to see about trying to get some trees snuck into here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick block a couple things here. See if I can sneak some in, like maybe I can put like a little bit here, and then I have this sticking up. And I may, oh, I didn't pick block enough. We can put a bunch of leaves in here to kind of make it work. Hello, Knockout. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today?
Welcome Knockout 3514. Wiggles fins happily ooh, a fish claim. Sounds fun. I'd
Not
love
too
a sub
shabby.
or
Cooking
gift,
dinner. Nice.
but remember to keep it friendly for all my viewers.
I also want
Giggles.
to put another tree or two here. We'll do like a short one and then do like a taller one here. Thanks for feeding the fishies. I'm sure they appreciate getting some snacks. They're always so hungry. I kind of like using this here with doing some trees here because we can kind of also hide this treasure that's hidden here. Something like that. I think it needs some more on the top too to kind of keep the bushy tree feel. Something like that. Maybe one more on top. There we go. Yeah, and then that kind of gives a little bit of that kind of vibe that has. And then I did really messed with this real quick before the stream. Like, it looks better to have this here than I had like a pillar thing like this before. Because then it like lines up nicely. Yeah, I think we'll use this as the lanterns throughout this place. Let me go ahead and tab over to see the stars here and kind of get an idea of what I want to do next. Because I think doing that little bit of tree there kind of brings this up to where we need it. We do need to consider if we need like mushrooms or anything. I think I do mushrooms in this area. So let's go sneak some mushrooms in. And some purple mushrooms. One like right there, maybe one up here or something. And then maybe want some over here. I don't know if I want to add more land. In fact, I should probably put a little bit of dirt over here so it fills Like it makes a little bit of sense. Maybe something like that. We can put in a mushroom there just for fun. There we go, that kind of integrates it a little more. That makes sense that there's some dirt there. Maybe I can get a bush in here somewhere? Maybe? Is it worth it? Maybe I should do a one here. I did not want to actually murder that, but that's fine. And I got rid of the thing I need. Bush, please. And then maybe we'll just do one here. I keep middle clicking the wrong thing and then I don't have what I need. There we go. That just gives a tiny bit of color in that area. Gives it the tree we want. So a little bit of foliage. Foliage? I don't know if that's the right word for that, but we'll go with it. I do wish I could clear my inventory though. Sometimes it's a bit derpy. Okay. Oh, there's actually some white flowers. Kind of wonder if we have any sparkly white flowers. Might have to do like mushrooms or something. This is rocks, structural, just plants. Oh look, there's actually a white bush. So maybe this one? There's also kind of this thing. There's coral. Is there anything that provides light? It's like a frost leaf. Interesting. Some different tree fruits. Stone bark leaves. Maybe those? Those sound like they would potentially produce light. Oh look, there's some interesting stuff. There's even seaweed. Let's see what any like all these look like. So I can do like that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. I really like that actually. So wherever we have like kind of that little bit of a white flower, in fact there's also trees there too, so if I put two of these in there, and we'll grab our tree pieces, which should just be those two things, but we want like 3 trees. This one's a little bit bigger, so we'll go quite a bit taller, and then we'll have another short one here. And then with these ones, we're just gonna put leaves along the whole thing where we can. That's kind of how these trees are. And then we'll just let any like rocks that are in the way stop it from being placed. It's a really bushy tree though. That feels, yeah. Like that? I don't know, that feels weird. Maybe just that? Why does it feel like it's off? Oh, that's probably why. Just do that? Though, oh, it's because it's like doing interesting stuff here. If we just do one each, it's kind of how it looks. That looks really dopey. So just to kind of just keep shaping it till it looks good, I guess. Adding more leaves. It doesn't really, look very good, does it? Is that the purple blob? It's like not doing what I want it to do at all. Maybe we should look for some different leaves then. We could go for like a blue, maybe? Since there are kind of some blue ones. Try that instead, maybe? It does have a different feel to it. A bit more like a kind of pine tree. It's not as crazy, so I think these might look better. We might have to like fill this in some places. How was my day? Not too bad. Just had work today, and work always is not too bad. Nothing exciting, nothing too crazy. So I think I should do this maybe. Yeah, it's hard to get that shape that I want, isn't it? Solid, yeah. Though I did, I went to reach for a pen from the back seat, and I pulled the muscle in my shoulder just a little bit. Not too bad though. Do, do, do. Oh, how's that for? It looks so like boxy. I don't think I like it. Maybe doing more like that works. Kinda. I guess because it needs to be folded on the bottom a little bit. That looks a little better. This tree looks a little funny though, just because stuff on the side. I'm not sure about this one. How's that? That good? It still feels too boxy. I don't know if I can do anything about not having it be boxy. I think I might need to also just have that little bit of the wood showing and maybe do a different wood type. Yeah, that helps. Okay. If I want to do a different branch, do I do a darker branch? Do I go for like the ash? Or just go azure? I should just go azure. Um, Probably? The question is, can I... Okay, I get in here. Yeah, azure's good, I think. That makes it feel like a bit of a different tree as well. I think it sells the almost spruce-like tree a bit more. Okay, yeah, I think it's good to do that. Still feels a bit weird here, but I don't know exactly what to do about it. So a little bit of trimming here and there helps. Ooh. Okay, that works. This one still looks derpy though. I can at least that there. Maybe I don't do the double tall on that. Nope, it still needs it. I think that's okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Now we want some fences. So let's look for a fence. That's not fence at all. That's fence. Why was there not many fence types? That's weird. Well, this looks like it'll probably just be hardwood. I didn't actually want to delete that, but that's fine. So then it kind of starts here. Oh, oops, I didn't want to break that. Mew. Okay. We'll go like 4, and then it has kind of an angle. Can I do... Doesn't really connect if I do an angle, does it? So I could do something like that. Just do every other. we're gonna have basically that all the way up to this edge. Something like that. That could kind of work. Maybe this part we can pull it in a bit more. Oh, don't miss it. Placing wrong things everywhere, stop. And I can go like that. That's a little better, because then we can also tuck in some of the stuff there. So we got the trees there, we've got the lamppost there. It does have some of the kind of bushes around it, which I think we kind of did already. Yeah. What do we do for like the big purpley bush? Did we do anything for that in here? I don't think we did. We just kind of stuck to the one kind, huh? And then put in some mushrooms here and there. I kind of feel like I should have some sort of bush for that, representing that purple one. Or even just flowers. It's a funky looking flower though. Don't know if I like it. Let's look at all of the foliage we got. And we can kind of look for purpley stuff and see if there's anything that would make sense to kind of be a purple flower kind of thing. Not even a flower, it's more of a bush than a flower. Maybe just lavender. Does have kind of a bushy vibe to it. It's just this grass, which I don't think this grass changes color. Oh, it does! Oh, there we go. Can use that, unless there's a better grass. I don't know. Wild sharp grass. I think just this could... So the lavender might look a little better. It's also something you can use, but maybe we just do that. Yeah. That's just a little bit of the extra foliage in. We can kind of start adding that in some other places here and there. Help integrate it some. Do 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 do. Do do do. Go into here. Toss a couple bits around. And it helps add to some of the density of the foliage, I think. Do, 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 do. There we go. Probably want to make myself, I guess, a little display of all the things that I use or slash need. Might be a smart idea. So I can always bring, like, pull this stuff up where I need it. Go. Do something like this. There's a little bit more density here, and then maybe drop a mushroom over here. Okay. Do, 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 do. Do another one of these. Kind of fills that in. Okay. And then maybe we want a little bit of petals mixed in some places. Like this little spot could have some petals. And that's supposed to be darker there. So what did I do for like... Oh, I didn't go back through and do like the dark patches. Forgot about that. I think it's this. So like I have like a dark patch here. Something kind of like that. There's a small one. Okay. There we go. Maybe like a little patch kind of along the path here. Another patch over here. Something like that. There we go. And we have some patches over here too. Maybe one like right there. Okay. I have some extra space there that I'm going to have to kind of fill, but I do need to double check. Yeah. Hope I did enough of the foliage and stuff around this area to really get it matching how I want. There's actually a lot of this here. Hello, Mexad. How's it going?
Welcome Exod
I didn't think Exad was going to
1414.
be here today. He was joking with me about that. do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Never heard of that? Yeah. Okay, I think that's all I needed to do. Oh, did I not do any... I didn't do any coloring in here, though. Not that it matters too much, because a lot of it's going to be kind of covered up, but... It's original genius, huh? A unique, Exod thing. Do another one of these up there. Okay. I feel like that's looking pretty good for that kind of ledge there. Doing pretty good. Ah, you did mention you're cooking dinner. What you cooking? What you making? Okay, I like that so far. I feel like perhaps there should be some few patches of grass here, maybe. Lemon, parmesan, risotto, and salmon. Ah, that sounds pretty good. Oh, there are some different like bushes though mixed in there. Do I need to? I don't know if there's anything that I can really do to mix that in well. And I think this should probably be a blue one. No, don't break the block. Good, just hanging out, walking aimlessly. Ah, something that's nice to kind of wander about. Some petals. Some more petals in this area or something. Maybe a few have kind of made their way down here. Kind of like that. Almost like some of these trees. It'd be blue from those though. So should I do blue petals instead? Maybe I should put some dark blue petals around. Might be better for some of these, but I'll make these ones blue. If your blood sugar wasn't high, you might actually eat that if given a chance. There we go. A couple of petals kind of blown from the blue trees up there. Maybe one kind of got back in there. Maybe one in this area. Kind of like that. I'm excited. Just waiting on the risotto. Nice. Okay, I think we can call those details all in. So now we're going to kind of work on this area, which I think means we can start building the house here. After we kind of get all the outside bits. Or maybe I should just go straight into the house here. Maybe I should just start making it. And I can put the outside pieces in later. All the trees. I am not in Colorado, that is for sure. Okay. Well, I want to get kind of this front face figured out. So we'll kind of sit where we can see that a bit better. I think that's good right there. Maybe standing over here is good. There we go, that kind of gives us a better view of it. Nope, not in Colorado. Your lag is crazy, so I won't hear him confirm or deny it. Oh, really? That's pretty bad if your lag is that crazy. Okay, guess we'll start with a stone. Is there a fancy stone, or does that, do I get I do get bricks. Okay. I kind of want a fancy looking brick for the bottom of this thing. Is there a material like this one? Well, I passed by Colorado recently and there was no trees. Indeed. Well, in some places, I would imagine, but... Okay, so I think the start of the house is going to more or less be here. So we'll kind of do this as that border. And then we'll just take this all the way along. And then I'll do something like this. There are definitely mountains in Colorado. Okay, how does that look? Does that work for kind of that squiggly bottom? I don't know, maybe there's a better block. In fact, this might be better. Yeah, that might look a lot better. So it also kind of depend on what wood type I end up using. Okay. And I guess we need just some regular wood. Structural stuff. Does this give me any wood type stuff? Okay, so these are all like unique structure pieces, like roofs, tops, and stuff, and pillars. Okay, that's interesting. It's going to be all the earthy materials, including snow. Do the plant stuff include all the planks? Doesn't look like it. Oh no, they're just towards the bottom for some reason. Okay, what kind of like log type? Maybe cedar, perhaps? Oh, there's only... Oh, right, because Hytale's a bit weird at the moment with all this stuff. It, you can do lots of different wood log types, but then all the planks are very specific, like, you got very limited amounts. Okay, so if I go planks then, those are not planks. Kind of decide what I want to do from here. Is that all the plank types we have? That's really all the plank types we have. It's a decent amount, just was surprised. Felt like there should be more. Okay. And I want to... Oops. I'll put that in as the entry, though it does look like it's something different for the entryway, so I should put something different there for sure. Like perhaps these. If I could rotate them. I wish that was rotatable. So it would look much better if it was rotated. So it can kind of work as like, it kind of shows you this is an entrance. Okay. I think I could live with that. As far as a wood doorway, it's gonna be a lighter wood, I think, than what's on the inside. But this looks like it might actually look good for that, maybe. Yeah, it's kind of like a pillar thing. And then it goes out a little bit. We want stairs. So let's look for soft then. Do, do, do. We also have like gates we could mess with to do some things. Because that could also kind of give that angled vibe. It's a little silly, but could work. Do something like that. And then do some slabs. Ready for the risotto? To be done? Yeah, still waiting. There we go. So that kind of gives that archway feel. It's almost there. Nice. Do I have anything that works really well to actually give me a really good, like almost like a moon shape? Because there's a couple moon shapes in here. I have to fiddle with some things. In fact, what I probably want to do actually is grab the hardwood, and then I can try to make a shape out of it using these. Oh, the handgun. What madness is this? Have you ever had a risotto before? Ah, I might have. I probably wouldn't have known that that's what it was called based on its name, but I imagine I probably have. Okay, so I want to do like a moon shape. Let's figure out how I'm going to do that. Essentially how you cook it is you add chicken broth to it and then let it cook down, and so it's finally done. Okay. Because isn't risotto, it's a pasta, right? I'm remembering that correctly at least, right? Sorta. It's a sort of a pasta. What do I do in moon shape? It's from arborio rice? Oh, from rice. Okay. Okay, and then let's do that. Oh, it's not exactly a moon shape. Maybe doing this is gonna help me get what I'm wanting. No. Or do I just use... Maybe I just use the stairs. Or the roof piece. I know it's not the right color and everything, but... Oh, thanks for contributing to that, Exad. Little by little, we'll get there. I don't know about this shape here. It doesn't feel like it makes sense. What do I do now then? Fence platform versus fences. Do I have different rotation options with these? Not too much. Okay, these have some more. But then it doesn't quite do what I want. I know I can like make it with an entity, but I don't want to get too carried away with putting in too many entities. Oh, decoration maybe. Do something with these that could potentially give us what we want. Wooden raft. There's some chains. I imagine if I put in moon, I'm not going to find anything in particular, but... Moon. Mountain. Okay. Whoa. What are these things in here? Cinema camera. Motes of light. That's kind of interesting. Is that something I can put on the ground? I can throw it on the ground. I can't seem to, like, place it anywhere. Do, 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 do. Well, the other thing I can kind of think of is, like, maybe using a tool and, like, place it there somehow. Could be a fancy decoration somewhere, maybe. An ornate bronze helmet. Okay. The recipe said 4 cups. 4 cups of rice. Comes with a seed bag. Alright, what kind of door do I want to put? Do I want to just put this as a door? This door is much bigger than I thought then. Is it a 3 door? It's a 3 door. Okay. The chicken broth? Okay. Put like that in there. That looks kind of weird though. Does this one look better? That one does fit the vibe a little bit better. Okay. Oh, it's still supposed to be like on the outside though. I kind of didn't think that part through either, did I? This should be one more block out. Well, actually, that kind of works. You can just do that. Then this is going to be interior wall of some kind. Just for now, I'll just put that in there, even though it looks a bit weird. Probably end up being this block. Oh no, actually, it'll be whatever I... Oh, there's bricks. Hold on. Look for some bricks here. Probably a mud brick, I'd imagine. So potentially quartzite. Though I think I might want sandstone. I could do the white sandstone, but I think I want it to be darker. Okay, of these two, which one do I think looks better? This color seems to match better with the block on the bottom. So that might be a better way to go about it. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, that looks good. Get rid of these. I'll take these out and put these in. Like that way or that way? I feel like having it that way looks a little more interesting. Okay, so that's kind of get us a basic idea of this building. I feel like the green kind of pulls away from what's supposed to be kind of blue and purpley for this place. So maybe I have a better ornate. Let's look up ornate. There's that. Ooh, there we go. That's probably what we need. Has that kind of swirly texture. And it also matches with that, right? A little bit. Similar color. And this, would this look better now? Maybe. I just kind of bring in a little bit of the orange that this has. But I think I like this being a bit duller. Yeah, okay. Do we have any other options? We do have like this, a shell one, which could be good to keep in like the bluish and purple theme instead of going green, which Moon Cradle tends to be more in the blue direction. I think that's even closer color to that. Yeah, okay. Doesn't have the fancy design, but I think it gets the right color scheme across. Do I want that? No, I think this is fine with these. It's kind of the frame. Yeah, okay. Like that. Well, I'm going to try to keep that color theme going. So blue and purple is kind of the main focus. And then a little bit of kind of the orangey. So blue, orange, purple is what we're going for here. So keeping those colors. Now, I do want to try to figure out how... Let's go dark. And see what that brings up. So we can get an idea of how we could maybe make the crescent moon thing. There's not really a great way to do that, is there, with what we have? I could try just going for purely shape with these blocks, just to kind of fill it out, which if we go something like that, and then... Maybe stick purely to slabs and fences for this. Let me go the two directions? Why? We can rotate these. Does that doesn't really give, you know, a crescent moon vibe. That does a little bit better of a job of expressing that. But not as much. And the other option is to try to purely do it with stairs. Which... Or do I go for like a stone? Maybe I go for a stone of some kind. This is hard to do a moon thing. What is this again? That's shell brick. Well, this is aqua. So can I go? What if I grab shell? Oh, if I do shell, I could probably... I could change the pillar to match. We have the same color. Ping pong! And that means I need to grab this. Can I want to change it. Can I change it? I want to change it to the shell. Oh, it's like a completely different color. It's not blue. Interesting. Whoops. Oh, that's gone now. I can remove it. Oh, I can change it. Maybe? Maybe. No, I can't change it. I can pin it? What does pinning do? Oh. Okay, that's kind of cool. Gotta figure that out. Okay, so we're gonna make a new entity then. Can I just place one out? No, I need to go here. And say... Spawn an entity of an item. This one. Okay, then we grab you. You're done. Okay, it's not pinned right now. I want to rotate it though. How do I... Where'd my information go? I pressed the hotkey and hid the information. Ew. Block to surface, grid snap. I can grid snap. That might help. So yeah, that actually might help a lot for fiddling with things. Oh, maybe not. Have to like make it bigger. How do I want to edit it? That actually looks pretty cool that way as well. Did I just do that? Make it simple? And I can say pin that. And then whatever I do... Oh. I thought pinning me to stay where I wanted it. Actually, I do like that. Okay. And it does feel better that it's the same color as the building here. Anyways, got distracted by that. But the shell stuff could potentially help me make the moon shape I'm after. There's roofing. Maybe the roof can do what I want as well. So I could go like this, remove all of this, put that there, and then have it go like this. And then... Let's put something there temporarily. No, it's not doing the curve that I want it to. I guess this might actually be better in this situation. Get that sharp shape. No, it's too sharp. Doesn't exactly look like a moon, does it? It does have a curved shape to it at least. But can I even get it to go... Oh, I could use these perhaps to bring it in. Problem is this part needs to like... I need to be able to do a roof upside down. So like if I put this here... I could do something like that. That's kind of giving me what I need. And then we can do... Actually, that's not too bad. I actually kind of like that. I just gotta do something with this part here, so I probably just want to grab this. Yeah. Nope, that looks weird. We could try the bricks, maybe? Okay, I think I could live with that. That looks pretty good. The only thing is if I do this, the pillar with like a hat on there, actually that might actually be better. You know what? No, I don't like how it doesn't completely connect. Blah 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 blah. Could try this one. Oh no, here, this is what I needed. There we go. Shell cobble. There. Okay, there we go. We got it figured out. I think I like that. It's not exactly a moon shape, but it's passable as a moon shape. So I can go with it. And then this can also build up past it without being much of an issue. Yes, I like that. Only thing we're going to have to do is put a set of blocks across here to kind of hide this. But I like having it inset like that too. That looks pretty good. So I'll end up doing like that. It has almost like a brassy or golden thing. Do we have brass? They're bronze. They're a bronze block though. We don't. That's the one thing. There's not a block of like some of the metals in this game. Yellow mushroom block could work for that potentially. We do have yellow crystal, which I feel like that's going to be way too bright. Oops, if I do the right thing. So, $20 says you play Poppy Playtime without the redeem. Deal? What? No. It'll happen eventually. I have a plan on how to get to that point. It will happen, so you can rest assured that it's in the gonna happen realm. Okay. This might take longer than you would prefer it to. Just sand might look good for that, or red sand might even just make sense for that. Yeah, that kind of looks similar. Okay, well, hear me out. Hear you out? Okay. The plan I have will actually make lots of things happen. There's going to be new blocks soon? Ah, that's awesome. Well, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. Nui, welcome to the stream. How you
Welcome
doing?
M3W80. Would you like a sub or a
A
gift fish
plan?
today?
Wait. Yeah,
I'm
there's a
happy to
plan.
help you claim one.
I have a plan. I have an idea. I have a direction of how to get to that point. I'll just have to be patient for it to become a thing. Okay, so I can't have that. What are you going to be building, sir? So if you can see, if you look straight down below the webcam, there's a game there. That is the game called Sea of Stars. And I'm building Sea of Stars in here. So far I've gotten the beginning of the game where you start in here and then come out to the cliffside. Oh, the reference. Yeah, it's the reference. I don't like these. The sand is close, but it's not quite what I need. Yeah, I also have another project that I'm doing, Secret of Mana in Minecraft, so a very similar thing. Well, yeah! It'll be a very, very long-term project. I imagine Hytale will be fully released by the time I actually build out the whole thing. Right now I'm just working on the very, very beginning of the game, so... Do the commands! They knock out the oh, commands. It's yapping. I'm building something too, but I'm very, 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 very slow builder. Yeah, no worries. It's good to take your time as long as you enjoy it. What are you building, by the way? Oh, there's gold. I wish I could rotate some of these things more. Like, if I could rotate that. do kind of like the sand. Maybe I need to go sandstone? It's hard to decide what to do. Massive knight with a sword and then going to turn it into a mission? Oh, okay. You make it a mission. That sounds cool. Knight will be standing up. That sounds pretty cool. In fact, if you want to, you could share some screenshots in the Discord. I'd love to see what you're working on. I don't know if I have specifically... Yeah, I do. I have a very general, like, picture space you can share things in. It can be any kind of picture, more or less. So I go golden. Maybe just golden planks could work? It's too much texture. Oh, I really... Oh, I only really use official servers and Discord. No worries. No worries at all. Okay, I do like that. Now that this is like in here for a bit, I do like how it looks. I think it's cool. Gold. There actually is gold bricks. Interesting. I think it's too bright. Like way too bright. It looks really cool though. I could definitely use it for some other aspects, but not for this. Do we have other brick types? That's what I need to look for. That's kind of cool. Let's see. Okay, that's... Maybe I do go sandstone, actually, because then I can do this wall, perhaps, as, like, that part in the middle. Okay, that could look cool. So maybe go for sandstone. If you don't find the color you need, you could always use the asset editor. Wow. Below the bench, a new block, and color it. Okay. The asset editor. Like, does that just create a quick block? Okay, I've messed a little bit with this, but not to that extent. But that is a good idea. Okay. Nothing is quick. You'll need to research it. Yeah. I have done a little fiddling, so that's a good idea. I might have to look into that for sure. Let's go sandstone. That might actually be what I need. It kind of works. It's not the best option, but it'd be passable. I might want to actually make it this there. But you just copy a block and then import it into Blockbench. Long process, but worth it. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, because you can make your own, like, pack, and then you copy the block into your pack, and then just open up the block in Blockbench, and then you change the color real quick. I guess it wouldn't be too bad. Once you got the process down, I'd imagine it's pretty quick. Do I like that? I don't know if I like that. I feel like this still feels wrong to me. I feel like I need a different scent, like a different brick. Like, maybe the clay brick? It might be too dark, though. It's really dark, but it's kind of similar color. I don't know if I like how small the bricks are, though. There's high brick, okay. Maybe that could look pretty good. Okay, it's not the right texture, but the contrast might be good. Let's test a little bit in here and see how we feel about it. Okay, I kind of like how it's a bit more of the darker tone. In the search you have brick, take that out. It shows more blocks. Yeah. I'm looking specifically for bricks, because I want to find blocks that are of the brick texture. So it is intentional. There's the red sandstone. That could also be what I want, maybe? It's really bright, though. I don't know if I want that bright. I think I like this. I feel like this vibe of colors works better with the rest of what we have. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that. Fill it all in. In fact, it might even look better for this door too. Yeah. Kind of blends all these dark colors together, all these browns. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm definitely a slow builder as well, because I'm sure there's lots of tools I can use to like speed this up dramatically. But I kind of enjoy the little by little, block at a time kind of way of building. It doesn't feel as satisfying just to kind of like print stuff out, you know? Okay. So is it newbie? Is that how the name's pronounced? I would assume, based on the 8B and a B. How's your day been? What you been up to today? Yeah, these textures definitely feel a lot better together. Yeah, I like the feel. I like the feel. Yeah, or it's a or new 80 or new B. Okay. Do you have one you prefer? There we go. Okay, I think. I still don't like the sandstone. B? Let's call you B? Alright, sounds great. So how you been today, B? What you been up to? Did I go for just the lighter? The thing is we won't be able to really use that, but I guess I could do a decorative one. Maybe I actually want more color up here. Could work. Still creating letters like capital N is tricky. Is it easier though? Okay, yeah, for doing like doing numbers and stuff. Okay, I think I want to look at ornate again. And see if there's anything specific. Drywood planks are kind of interesting. There's this white, but I feel like the white's gonna be too much contrast. Yeah, I feel like that has way too bright. Like makes this feel better. Okay. Perhaps I know this has like extra texture in it, but that could be a way. Okay, that brings in the colors. So if I look at more dry. Okay. The fence isn't going to give me what I want, though, but I guess I could still use this. So I could have like this, and then put the fence in front of it. And we can look at maybe the sandstone for something else. A sand sapling. Okay, didn't know that was a tree. Potentially put like a wall over there. Or then right next to it, or push it back one. If we do that, and then we have this for everything, maybe? It does give it a duller sense that I don't want this to be as like super crazy bright, so feels a bit weird to me though still. And the door's kind of off now at this point, so I should definitely balance that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get this all off for now, maybe. Okay. That might be what we want. As far as, but it's not wide enough for the space now because of how I decided to take my own liberties in making this. Though the roof does kind of stick out a little bit extra. And I could push this out a little more, or I just need to position it slightly over more. Conflicted here. And then there's a different kind of block style in here. So looking for the hive stuff. Is there another? There is kind of... That's a window though. Could try this. Maybe you need it the opposite way? I don't know. Almost feel like I put the sandstone back and then I make this be the block here. And then this would go up like that. I guess that and that would be replaced with the sandstone. And then this would go like that. And then we'd fill all this in with this fancy block. And I guess we'd want to... I just do that? Oh, maybe I just do that. And I can hide this like that. That's kind of fancy looking, but it doesn't stick out well enough though, I think. So we do this again. And then we bring these back in, or do I do it? Yeah. Something like that, perhaps. Oh, that kind of looks good, actually. Is there another sandstone thing I could put on there? Or like a partial thing, maybe? There's a flat roof, but we can't necessarily make that an angle without turning it into a an entity, which I don't want to do. Oh wait, there should be... Hold on. Let's... This might be able to do what I want. Oh. Could do something like that, maybe. We put these in. It gives us like a shadow. That's kind of... The shadow effect's pretty cool there, actually. Though I think these need to go here. Yeah, something like that. So it kind of has like the crystal at the top. So the other alternative... They don't like to go sideways, which is unfortunate. But I could try adding something more. I feel like that's just going to cover it up. That might be what we need here. How does that look? It kind of gives us that, but the background is not the right color to make it stick out though, I feel like. So let's try dark. Something dark. We don't have the dark temple blocks, but like maybe this would go in here, because then it's a somewhat similar color. I don't know. Oh, and I noticed the house kind of like goes up a bit and then curves in too, so I might have to trim off some of it to kind of get that shape I need. We could test it. I don't think I like it, but we'll try. I think it's too saturated for the rest of it, but good. Does help that stand out a little bit. Obviously we can trim this up more so it's not so round. So I like what I got so far. Let's look at the windows real quick.
Don't give me excuses, give me results!
I'm working on it, I'm working on it. I think this one looks like it might make no sense. Just something like that. Oh, that's weird. Weird. Oh, because it's broken. I see. Demoting who? What? How? How? Okay. That's kind of cool. Go along with it? What am I going on with this? I'm confused. What's happening? Okay, those windows do look good. Did you say that out loud? What? No. Okay. I'm kind of liking what I have so far. I think I could consider it passable to some extent. And I think this could work for like that arch spot. Something like that. I just gotta decide whether or not the scale of this building makes any sense though. I might need to scale it down because that's pretty tall. You're thinking purple. Okay, nope, on both games. I need some wood on this side there, though. Gray and red. Oh, okay. So I bring this up like that. We'll have a point where it does kind of this thing. But then it has like more wood in a curved shape. So I guess for now I'm kind of just filling in to try to get the feel for it. That doesn't quite seem right. Even that. I don't know. Excuse me. Structure feels a little too tall at the moment though, so I think I need to bring it all down one block. I think this wood like that could work, though we need to consider doing something with the slabs. I can kind of replicate the curved build to it by doing something to that effect, but... Hydrate! Thank you for the hydrate!
Squeaks excitedly, ooh, a level up. That means I can swim
Level up.
even faster now. Wiggles
What level is
tail
that?
home, a fishy say. I'll take a
Level
sub,
14?
please.
Can't tell.
Splashes in the water happily.
Then...
Makes a happy chirping sound or, I love my hydration. Wiggles happily a fish. Yes please. Opens mouth excitedly, can I have one?
It kind of gets us the curve, but like not really. It's actually really hard to get the curve with just the blocks we have. But I guess if I mess with a bunch of different things, maybe I can make that happen. It's a lot of fiddling though, that's the problem. Kirby is so charitable. Always trying to give out fishies. Yeah. What's up with that? I don't like it. Problem is I'm trying to build shapes that don't exist in a block game, you know? I guess I know I can tweak stuff, but it's just not a good idea to get too many entities, I don't think. So I guess what I would need to do is probably do something like that. 'Cause it's like sitting on a sandstone pillar. But then I need a pillar. Or maybe I just do sandstone. So like, this could be a sandstone pillar. And then at the top we can have that kind of a thing happening. And then from there it kind of spreads out, so I could even do one of these. I can rotate that upside down, so do something like that. But it's not quite what I want it to be. And I guess this part can be like that, and then I can layer this on top. That kind of looks a little better. I know it's going to be pushed back and not actually attached that way, but maybe I could do something like that to kind of make it be attached. That's not too bad. So as far as color goes, it probably makes sense to do a blue. Could do that. And then we could layer the wood behind it, maybe? That's not too bad. The house is still not filling correct proportion-wise, though. I feel like I need to move everything over one block, which I probably can do something with a tool. Let's try a tool. Creative tool. Nope, not that one. I want to do this. So if I can go like a selection tool. And I can like I want to and I can bring it out. And then I can grab this and pull it up. That allows me to select that. Okay. And then I need to come out one more. Make sure I'm grabbing the whole thing. Okay, so if I'm grabbing that, now what I want to do. Can I want to move? Okay. Okay, so it moved, but not where I wanted it to. Can I grab it? How do I do this? Direction. Okay. So if I say back, what does that do? Oops. Can I... Oh, no, come on. Wait, give me that selection back. No! I screwed it up. Okay, so if I have that now, I do need to pull it out one more probably. Yeah. So now if I do move, I want to say forward. It moved it that way, right? Okay. So I want to move it backwards. There, that kind of puts it more where I want it. Okay. Now I can grab this stuff. Move it back over. I need the selection tool to stop selecting now. Just do that. Right, I have to delete the selection though, don't I? How do I do that now? I need to keep editor empty blocks. When enabled, empty blocks in the clipboard are pasted as empty blocks. Friday, something epic happens, so be ready. Oh, something epic on Friday. What shenanigans are you up to now? You have to hit clear. Doesn't work. Oh. What happened to my bar on the side? I did something with my controls and hid something. Show utilities. Okay, Z. Did I not? I'm so confused. I don't want you to select anymore. Can you stop selecting? I just said delete. Okay, I said delete. That'll work. Okay. We repositioned it a little bit. We can kind of tweak our path a little bit to make it feel a little better. Just be ready. You won't disclose a surprise. Oh, wait. Surprises! And I guess I can even, fiddle with this a little bit. Something like that, and then I can have there be, some path there. Where, they work on some stuff here. So maybe then this can be some path. That could work. And then we can even, but it's epic? Oh, okay. Because we will be looking forward to whatever that shall be. Okay. I could do the selection tool thing again and move this. But I feel a little awkward about it. I don't know if I like it. It feels weird. I guess it's actually the easiest way to do this, because then I can say move. And then move it backwards. And that put it over 2 like I was wanting. Okay, then I hit delete. Yep, okay. Because then I can add 2 more blocks into here to make this a little bit wider. Then I can get 2 blocks on this side. I think that'll make the build feel just a little bit better size-wise. It's positioned better. Obviously we gotta kind of curve it down, but for now I'll just get it filled out. Okay. There we go. And then get that wood piece on the side. And we can get the pillars in. And just have regular pillars going down. And we have 1 pillar here. It's looking pretty good. I can grab these 2. Place them where I need them. How's that looking? Okay, so it kind of somewhat references that other thing. The doorway does feel a little short, so I feel like I need to push the whole top piece down 1, which I think is what I'll do. So if I basically grab this, and then go leap, and then boop, and then grab this and go boop. That should. So now if I were to say I want to move this, and go down. There we go. Yep. And the windows can be moved elsewhere. So they make a little more sense. But I think height-wise that helps, because I think it was getting too tall. So yep, that's good. Okay. And we'll end up having... I guess this kind of just goes along the edge. So it's kind of the border piece. But I do want to curve this. So I think from here I actually want to make sure it's like trimmed. And grab soft wood planks. For that, I actually didn't want to remove that window, but that's fine, I guess. I'll find it later. We'll do something like that to do the curve. I know it's not as good as the actual, like, loopy curve, but we could also do roof. In fact, we could do... If we do a shell one, you find it? Yeah. We could do like this. It's something to sit on, I guess. If we want to do the curve, and then need this one like over here or something. Something like that. And then we can grab our brick, or cobble. We do something like that to kind of give that little bit of an edge piece. Do I go out further? Maybe I go out one more block though. Could do that and then grab the flat roof piece. I think we can grab the... Do something like that. Kind of like that. I do feel like it needs to be... Perhaps it does need to be out here instead though. It also helps integrate the pillar a little bit. And then remove all that. Okay, I don't know how I'm feeling about that. It is a little bit butchy here with the Z fighting. So do that instead. Okay. And then... Do I want one more piece here? Could do something like that. That does look a little derpy though. So it's an interesting shape, that's for sure. Could even do something to add a flare, some flare to it. I don't know. Not sure if I like that either. Looks like another option could be doing something like this. Kind of give a little bit of the moon thing, but it's not really doing it. Not sure if I like that. Oops. How did I do this? I did a flat one and then I curved it. I can't really do that the opposite way though, just because that's how these roofs work. Then it kind of seems like I need to do a different color here now. I don't know. I need something, that's for sure. We get a trapdoor. Remember this one? It's a little bright, but that's kind of similar colors. In fact, that might be better than this. No, I think I like the other thing. It feels better. And I think also this one, I should probably rotate it. Yeah, it looks better too. So maybe we just need more of these. Nope, 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 nope. Just, it's not liking it. This is a weird option, but stalactite. I don't know. Kinda. I think this part doesn't feel finished right now. Is part of what it is. It just feels like it cuts off. So I can figure out how to remove that kind of cut off feel that has. That probably help. Perhaps this trapdoor would work. Something like that. Okay, that kind of works. Not too bad. I wouldn't mind leaving that there. It's kind of that curved bit. Yeah, I think that could work. What do we do next, though? Oh, I do kind of feel like this is supposed to be up here, though. Yeah, it feels a little better. It's also kind of centered in that alcove that I've made. Now, do I want... I think I want to remove that, though. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's replicate... I guess this thing. Do we want that? We want... that. We need this. So we're gonna have... one block there, 2 blocks? I think it's 2 blocks, isn't it? No? Because this goes on here. Then it's a solid block. Oh, and then 1 block hanging off. And then we have this block going up, like that. And then that goes in there. Okay. And then a trap door. Oh, this one goes this way. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. Liking that so far. What do we do next? Alright, the windows. I don't want to grab those. I'm getting distracted by doing different things, but it's fine. For the window. Just one window like that? Or do I want to go with the double tall window? I think the 2 heights is probably good. Now the question is, can we do like a shelf? Like maybe this? It's a platform. Let's try this platform. Yeah, like that. And then can we put a plant on it? There's a question. Can I put this on there? I cannot. Plant. We can do a planter though. So we do a planter and then we can have something come out of the planter. To kind of give that almost like there's a window plant. We don't have a lot of options though, unfortunately. Does this look like it might be too much? And I can't plant that in it then. And then it can't be floating either. I still like this look a bit better. It kind of keeps that yellowy feel. I just gotta figure out how to put something on that if I can. What can go on platforms? Can I put a mushroom on it? Mushrooms work. Okay, mushrooms work. That's not too bad. What other plants could I potentially put on there? Try a bramble. I don't think that'll go on there. No. Look at mushrooms. Maybe there's a better looking mushroom that kind of looks like a flower. There are ferns, which... Oh, we could do bloodcap mushrooms. They actually have like a glow to them. Oh, they don't stick on there. Nope, doesn't work. They go there, but they don't go elsewhere. That's interesting. I might do something fancy with the bloodcap mushroom, perhaps. They might be a... There'll be an item I think we can hide throughout the world that'll be fancy, because there's the rainbow conches, which maybe there's a shell? A rainbow shell? There are these purple coral shells, which do kind of glow. What about if I say conch? Nope. So maybe we can make that a thing, or I could even do life essence actually. So then I can actually have a shop at some point that you use it with. So maybe that's what I'll end up doing. I'm not sure. Anyways, getting distracted. Can that actually be placed on here? I can. It's kind of cool that that does work there. Does this get rotated based on the block? Yeah, it's based on the block. I don't imagine this flower can just be placed on there. Nope. Is there a flower pot, though? I don't think we can put anything in the pots. It's like if I were to put, for example, one of these. I can put it on there, but it's way too big. I don't think I can put a flower in there. Like if I try to put this in there, I don't think it'll work. No. Can that go in there? It looks like it could, but it doesn't. Unfortunate. I like the... Ooh, I like how that looks, though. It could kind of work for... I don't know. Getting distracted by all sorts of little itty-bitty things I could add in here. Oh, right. There's just those. There's petals. There's also leaves. Oh, leaves might be the way to go. So, for example, I could do like crystal leaves there, maybe? That's way too much. Way too fluffy. Way too much fluff. It's kind of a purpley plant. We only got the purple one and the blue one. I doubt I can put this. That's probably too much too. Okay, it's not too bad if it was lower. So maybe we can do that. Okay. Not too bad. I think this pink one is just way too much. And it kind of interacts weird with that. I think I could deal with that option, or I could go for the mushrooms. Though this makes more sense for it to be reached at that height. Can I pick up that mushroom? My inventory is just full of junk. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. And I don't think I'm going to try to put anything around the windows so much, because it already kind of has its own decorative thing. Even though in there it kind of does. And those look more like mirrors, though, in the game. But I think we're going to go with what we got here. Okay. So now, if I want to make those rounder... Even just that alone kind of gives that round fill. Now if I go for a roof again... Is there a purpley one? There's not really a purpley one. I also used to paint ruins onto terrain. Huh. What would work best? I guess I could go for a blue or green. There's this kind of the volcanic one. Can humans unhinge their jaw? Not that I'm aware of. There's nothing purple though. There's also these crystals. So I could try doing like crystal for the roof. But this is like such a dark colored crystal. Hypothetically, if we dislocated the... Yeah. It would hurt? I bet it would. I would not advise in attempting to do this. I don't think it would feel good. Okay, I do want to stick to the roof pieces, I think, though. But could we? I guess in that sense, probably. I feel like these ones probably make the most sense, maybe. I'm not 100% sure on this. Marble. Marble feels too bright. Some burgers are too tall for the actual. Oh, you wanna consider unhinging your jaw just for eating a burger? That seems a little silly. Do I go for? I don't like the colors I got for roofs. Unfortunately, it's not good for what I want to do here. Let's go for stone, because the closest thing we got is either shell or aquatic one. And this has a bit of a shimmer to it. So it's this versus this. And this feels more like kind of crystally roof. So I guess I could have this be for the rest of it. I'm really exploring possibilities, not arguing why we should. Yeah. Okay, so if I go for that, I need to grab all three things, and I need this too. Oh, that's not the right one. I need the tall one. So do that. I'm not sure if I agree with this roof. Passable, I guess. I think it's too much of the same color, though. I definitely need a different color. So instead of... I would like to just dump this into here, but I don't know how to clear my inventory. Okay. Maybe I just go for calcite? I know it's like super bright, but it does kind of have a bit of a crystal-y vibe to it. I don't know. Concrete. I could just go gold, which is crazy, but quartzite might actually work well. I feel like the gold is way too bright. Though it is kind of like sun, which would make sense for this place, so it could be a good alternative. Excuse me. Maybe I just make like the upper roof gold. It's a bit crazy, but maybe it's the way. Is this the way? Because the roof is definitely like the brightest thing about it here. So I guess it could work. We do a flat gold on top. See you all Wednesday, hopefully. Alright, you have a good night, Exide. Thanks for joining the stream. Excuse me. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go with the gold. It doesn't make much sense, but I'm gonna go with it. So we got gold. Grab the golden brick, which I think is this. It does make it fancy. Quite fancy indeed. So I think I should pull it back one. Yeah. Just have to get the roof in there. So there's kind of a dome that it's gonna have. So then the rest of the roof is gonna be whatever other type I want to decide to do. Do I do this one? This one kind of works because it's almost like moon colors. So I think we'll go with that. Calcite. So we'll grab this. Then we'll have this one. And then this one. Oh, it's like a completely different style too. That's interesting. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do for that. And I guess for the golden, we also need to bring the roof down flat again. Do I just do this again? Or do I do this and then this? Nah, I think I need, thank you for the bless you. Something like that. And then we can put something maybe else between, or does that work? Yeah, I think I'll put something else in between. We'll do maybe this one. Do I like that? I don't know if I like that. Could do that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I do have this come out. And I could do like a wall or something to... That could work. And I could do it here maybe as well. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. I think I'm okay with that. It's a bit crazy bright, but I think I can handle it being that way. But I think this needs to be something like softwood or... Softwood? Yeah, softwood. So I think I need these here. Oops. Something like that. Or perhaps I need to do these here and have that go across. Because then I'd have this there. I think I need the slab. Let's see. Look at our softwood. What options do we have? Nothing that can really sit the way I'd like it to. Unfortunately, other than that. And the stairs are only going to be like more of a difference. Which I guess it could work. So that makes it feel like I need to put this here. Which I guess could work. Still feels a little off. But I think slightly better than it was. So let's try that on both sides. Let's see if we like it. I don't know, I don't know. Not a fan of this. Guess the option I could also do is I could remove that and then put that in there. So that kind of attaches it a bit better. That actually does look a little better. Okay. Something still feels slightly off to me. I think I need to go for a bit more of a rounded roof, perhaps. Or I need this to be a full back one. I think I do like that round more, but I don't know what to do with this space. I just do that. But still do that, and then... building. The struggles of building. Guess I could go lab and then staircase. Or if I do that, I should do it the other way. So this way. Think could work, but maybe I just need to pull the gold roof up a layer. So like, this would go higher up. Nah, I think it's fine. Ah, give me give me the gold roof back. Give that. Yeah, I can go with that. I've convinced myself this is the thing. It's the way to do it. Okay, grab that slab. Okay, looking at that, does it feel like I'm missing anything or need to tweak anything? Possibly I just need to actually just do this. And just have that little bit of that to kind of blend it. Yeah, that feels better to me. I don't like this piece here. Definitely better. I do feel like this is weird though. So maybe I just make it these. Okay, that's not bad. And I'll probably do the same thing behind these walls here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think I'm okay with this. I think. Not 100% sure, but I think. I still feel like there's something missing in this space here. What is this wood type again? Dark? Dark. So if I look at the dark, I guess I could probably mix in some of these fancy ones to give like a little bit of a texture difference. Just even that there breaks it up. And do the same thing here. And it even has a little bit of blue, which helps pull it together. Yeah, that helped. Just that little bit of texture difference to break up the super straight lines. Okay. I think I'm good with this. I like the face. I think probably the only thing could be this section is a bit weird. So maybe we need some sandstone slabs. Grab some of those. Put that in there and there. And probably one here and one here. Though no, it doesn't come out like that though. That's the main issue with that. I kind of want that there, so do I push this back a block so I can do that? Then I basically take this here and then push it out one more. How's that look? Okay. It kind of works. That helps the shape some. Okay. Does it feel too wide now is the question. Or do I need to put like a wall? I could put I could put stalactites in there. That'll totally work, right? On a structure. That actually looks really cool. Okay. And that helps give it more shape. I didn't expect that to work, but I'm going with it. I like it a lot. Okay, cool. I want to empty my inventory, get rid of all of these things, please. It's too much junk in my inventory right now. There's gotta be a better way to clear my inventory, I just don't know the right button. Shift right click, control right click. Space. Double click. Nope, there's nothing.
Nothing beats a Jet2 lizard.
What's with the music with that one? Oh, it's the airplane thing. It's ridiculous. Okay. Get rid of all the junk. Don't need it in my inventory right now. It's driving me batty having it clog up my inventory. Now I gotta decide how big I want this place to be. I guess I can check in game like the interior space. That's gonna help a lot. This is just a barn. That's funny. It's a very, very fancy barn. So I think it can be okay to have just these planks. So nice, you can just hold down the button and it only places in the one space that you're in. So like, it's only gonna go on this one flat surface. No matter like where I'm at, I can keep holding it down. That's cool. And this is a perfect plank for that interior. No, place. No. Ah. It's a bit tricky, but it's a thing. Okay. So the idea is you come in here. Just have a door on it because I like having doors. I don't want to have it just completely empty. We're gonna have fences, it looks like. And then lots of hay bales in the corners. And it looks like there's something like a planter box or something. It almost looks like there's like sand in there. Which, this looks like it would be the perfect block for that. Let's see. We'll do a double layer just so we have space to do things underneath. And sand is one of those blocks where it's not technically a gravity block, but it cannot be sitting on, like it can't float in the air. Like I can't put this here. It has to have a block underneath it. Do, 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 do. Meow. And the idea would be to go like this. Put some sand in here. Something like this. And maybe one more. Looks like a 5x5. And then we'd have the hay in there. A bunch of hay bales and some regular hay. Jeffska, thanks for the raid. Hopefully my things are working properly. Last time they were not working very well. Not
Wiggles
where they could be
excitedly,
seen
oh
properly.
wow. A raid.
How
That's
you doing,
so much
man?
fun.
Thanks for
Splashes around
raiding
happily,
me.
I'd love to claim a fish.
This
if
time
that's
you get to
okay
raid
with
me.
you.
This time around. It's
Giggles.
usually me raiding you. What were you guys up to?
Welcome, Jeffska.
Oh. That's fine. I can allow that thing. Good, good. Just wrapping up early. An early stream. No cam right now. You're on Hypixel. Oh, on Hypixel. Nice. Okay. Make sure my chat's not being silly. Thanks for bringing everybody in here. Hope you're all doing well today. How goes Hytale? It goes great. In fact, this is my project where I'm making the game called Sea of Stars in Hytale, and this is kind of the progress so far. I do need to come back inside here and work on the inner cave here somewhat, but I'll get to that later. That's just kind of filling a bunch of blocks. Right now I want to get this structure built, which is, it's just a barn, but it looks super fancy, right? Oh, okay, it looks awesome. Thanks. Yeah, I'm really impressed with how well I can translate it into Hytale. I was really confident that it would be able to, and it's proven me so. Very happy with it. There's a couple things I gotta kind of like tweak, but it's good enough. It's representing it well. So you were doing Hypixel stuff. That sounds pretty fun, which is kind of entertaining. You're doing Hypixel stuff in Hytale. You know, same creators here. Well, you said you were wrapping up earlier. You planning on doing a raid and run today? If you need to, no worries. The building thing is interesting. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You'll be around? Awesome. Glad to have you around. How's your day been otherwise? You been streaming all day, or did you have some other stuff to do? Is it gonna work? Building is... it's a thing, that's for sure. There we go. It's crazy how fast I can build. It does kind of a Bedrock thing from what I understand. I believe Bedrock builds somewhat in the same way. I do need some fences, and I think I am just going to go with these fences. It makes the most sense. Probably want like a gate in there, just so it would have a clear in and out. We're distracted. What? No. Okay, I need what? A hardwood gate? There should be a gate. Yeah. Okay. The gates are a bit derpy though. Not too much of a fan of that. Had to take the pup out. Oh, how's the pupper doing? Okay, so that's kind of cool. Makes sense for a little pen. We'll do the same thing here. He's a menace, like always. Did I do 5 over here? I did, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I did. There we go, and that little bit of wood kind of makes it look like there's the... almost like the box that the sand goes in. Oh, that derps that out, apparently. I can't connect that way. That's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. We'll call it fine. Okay. And I'll do like a kind of a different stack of hay to give it a little bit of variety. There we go. Doesn't need too much going on. Excuses. There are no excuses. Okay. Nope. And there we go. Almost got all the way. So how big is this structure going to be then if I'm trying to do what I just did there? That's going to make it quite large. As far as the outside, I don't know if I'm going to have enough path space, but it should work. I can make it work. Gonna have a whole bunch of random junk in the pile in the corner. As far as the NPC goes, I don't know if I might be able to spawn a shop guy or something, or just a random NPC just to chill in here. But there's not a lot of like NPC options, I don't think. I could check. So if I wanted to say spawn an entity, I guess we do have lots of different people, but I don't think there's actually like a human. Closest thing we'd have, I think, is the like skeletons. I could have one of these guys. Like they could be the people here. So could have them just chilling there. Little fox people for this place. That kind of matches the color vibe, though, I feel like. Okay. I think that might be good enough space, perhaps. Could work. It could work. I might go one more. Let's see. What are we at right now? That's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, one more. With a nice odd number. We can make do with the space we have here. And this comes out a little more. These look like they're just a little bit bigger. So perhaps I go 5, but then I make them go like 6. 6 long, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that kind of gives that little bit of the opposite you see in the game there. Keep the 5 deep, because it seems similar. No, actually, those are skinnier on that other side. So maybe I actually shrink these by 1 block. It might actually look a lot better that way. Let's try that real quick. And I could do an alternating fence to kind of make that look. It makes a little more sense. Yeah, it actually does look a bit better. So we're going to move this all over 1 block. That'll actually help the other side look good too, I think. Yeah, it gives it that extra space that we need for the visual. Okay, I'm going to move all this stuff over. Do like that, and like that. And like a bit in the corner. Okay. Don't think I like that. There we go. think that might be the process I'm going to approach with this. Build my, like, the front face, and then figure out the interior after that. Seemed to have worked with this one pretty well. Actually, I can just rotate it. I don't need to actually fly around. Okay, there we go. And then we go across here. Get a gate there. And a gate here. There we go. Sure, gates are good. Nice. And this is filled with a bunch more hay. And we have 2 piles. We can kind of replicate that a little bit here. What's that? That could work. This one could be a bit more full. I'll have a couple bits here and there, and I can even do the, fill the floor in a little bit. So like the hay kind of spills over. And then I do these little bits to kind of help feather out the edge. If I could rotate that, that'd be nice. I don't think these can rotate. They're not no rotation. My only option would be to do the entity thing, but I don't want to do too much. Too much of the entity thing would not turn out good, I don't think. Yeah, this place is just a mess. Lots of hay everywhere. They need to do some cleanup here. Maybe a little bit in the corner there. Perhaps that little bit. And then maybe we'll put one like right here. Kind of vary that just a little bit. Okay. So now the next question is, how do I get all these random odds and ends? Is there like a grindstone? I don't think so. Or a mill? There's a wood chopping thing. Perhaps, I don't think I can look at, oh this is probably where I want to look. Or is this just the holiday stuff? This is just the holiday stuff, because I think, is there an anvil? I guess the blacksmith thing is the best way to get an anvil. So maybe I need to look at one of the other stations. The station? Oh, what do they call that? In the furniture? There we go. Is there anything that looks familiar? I guess this would work. That'd be the most, like, millstone-esque thing that's here, that could work. Maybe it's against the wall more. And then we add in, like, a bunch of boxes and crates and barrels, so let's grab some... Ooh, chicken coop could be a good thing in here. I need one of these. Tanning shot, let's see... We could even have a bed in here. They could have like a chicken coop in the corner that they need to work on or something. And I can do a tanning rack kind of against the wall. Just a random feeding trough that needs to be like put back out there, and then just a bed there. Okay, I want to go for barrels. We got lots of barrels, and then crates to do as well. We can kind of fill in a lot of the empty space with these. stack some up. They're all in there. Something like that. And then there's some in here as well, so I could do some more. Something like that. And then we've got a pot. Do like these pots, they're kind of cool. And there's a collection of a couple. So we do like one and chilling right there. Do a couple, few more there. Do one there. There was something I did down here that was like a basket thing. I think I ended up doing, okay, there's just this, and then there's also kind of a planter. Could work well. Well, bucket could be good up there too. Anything else I feel like would make sense in there? Not particularly. Oh, okay, to get all the things I wanted. Have like a planter chilling in the corner there. Bag of feed there. Bucket there. Bucket here. There we go. It's looking pretty good, like a little cluttered shop. What else do I want in here? Is there a broom? There's a broom, but I'm pretty sure it's a weapon. Don't think I can... I can't, like, place it. It'd be nice if we could place like an item frame or something like that. Can I rotate this? No. And then maybe we'll have a couple more planters tucked in here. Like a bunch stored in here. I want to... A bag. Okay. Ooh, I could have like a mushroom growing in that. That could be funny. Yeah, just mushrooms growing in it. Can I just place them anywhere? I can. So I could have like even mushrooms growing in the corners. They've been sitting around for so long. There's mushrooms growing everywhere. Even have some mushrooms hidden in here. Adds a little variety into there. Okay. It's not too bad. Anything else I want to kind of just cram into here? I guess a farming workbench would make the most sense in here too. Since this is kind of a barn. Oh, a watering can too. I think we can actually put a watering can on the floor if we do hold shift. Control? Shift? Thought we could place this. Maybe not. Oh, that's very good. I know the tanker can be put on the ground. What other things do we have? Got chests. A cage. I don't think that can look good. Maybe not. I don't think these can go outside of water. No. So that would need water for that. Any sort of furniture that could make sense. I guess having a axe and a wood piece could be good there. Place for this guy to chill. So let's maybe drop one of these in there. Got like a chair there. And I guess while we're at it, we can put in a table. What else do we got? We do a wardrobe just as kind of like a general storage thing. Some storage cabinets in the back of the room. Okay. Anything else? This could have some like leftover fences too that are needing to be like repaired or put back together or something. A couple of those and maybe Fence gate's kind of chilling. Seems like replaceable pieces for the rest of this. Could do some windows, because it kind of doubles like a workshop. Oh, look at this. That's kind of cool. How does that... Oh. Can I do something with that here? It doesn't go the direction I want it to, though, because it's a ladder. Okay. We have lighting. Okay, light definitely would be good. But maybe we can put like a candle. Maybe one of these. Put that on the table. That feels like way too big. I need just like a simple little candle. Like this one. There we go. Yeah. And then maybe they placed one over here. So they have some light there and probably some light in this corner too. There we go. That'll provide us with some lighting. We'll get some like lanterns hanging from the top once we kind of finish the interior more. Anything else that would make sense? What about a bed? A grave, some shelves. I do want to put some shelves in and try to get like those plants in that are in the back, but we gotta build the wall first for that. And then there's signs. Just some banners, it's kind of cool. There's all sorts of interesting signs. It's kind of sad that we can't actually use the signs though. They're not like, we can't write on them at the moment. But this does look interesting. If I didn't have the bone, that could be a good thing to just like have some leather hanging up. Guess we could just ignore that. Alright, well, I think that's kind of a good start. So let's start framing the rest of the structure. Whee! Then we'll put in our corner pieces. So we're gonna build that up to like 5 high, I think it is. We're gonna have the sandstone going across. Oh, not there. Wrong spot. Something like that. Yep, there we go. And we're just gonna fill this in with this. That's looking pretty good. Now we have like a wall in there. I like that. We have a wagon we can put in there as well. Let's grab that real quick. There's quite a large thing. So maybe it can be here. There we go. It could be emptied out. That's a good spot for it, I think, actually. I think what I'll end up doing is putting this pillar on the side as well. Just kind of makes the corners very interesting. And then the one thing I have to consider about this too is there in the game itself there's elevation. So like this path right here goes up and up. So I have to kind of just figure out how this part of the building goes with that part going up. But this is kind of the feel we're getting so far, which I think is cool. Now if we were to take this, I can pull this across. And then the same thing. And we'll do this part probably. In fact, since this is interior, we'll just do this again. How's that look from below though? It'll be really dark, which I think is okay. Do. And that'll kind of help keep all the focus down below because of how dark it is. Yeah, the speed at which you can build is kind of crazy. Actually, no, it's fine. We'll do this. Do. So that's how our ceiling's looking, which is interesting. It's like tiled. Do. How did I do that other side then? Did I just have it like that? Did I even need that space? Hold on. No, I don't need this. It goes down up right here, yeah. This goes down again. And then we do the last bit right along here. Okay. Now, we can kind of get the roof expanded all the way out. And we'll end up... doesn't want to be nice to me. Come on, here we go. Come on. There's the right angle I need to be at for this to work. There we go. I should be able to... That's still awkward. Even trying to get that right angle is not working. Hey, come on. Too much struggle. Actually easier to do this. Okay. And it does go to here. And we're going to break this up and make there be different sections, because in the game here, if we step out, it's like divided into sections at the top there. I guess we won't do this one, we'll do the gold one in different sections. Okay. Okay, and then these. Slabs. Whoops. We can do the golden roof, which will, for now, we'll fill it in. Oh, got it. Oh. There we go. I just had to go really fast. Excuse me. Do do do. Nope. No. That's so funny. Nope. It's a very, very shiny roof. We'll end up putting these blocks in here. Okay. Do do do. Funny thing is, this is just a barn. That's all it is. Super shiny, sparkly barn. That's not the way you go. Go. Okay. I think I'd like... I'm gonna try something here. If we were to grab our selector tool, and I were to grab this, and then take it over here, we'll go over one block, bring this over one block, and then we're gonna go up. And then if I were to bring it 2 blocks out, if I were to say, go into the tool now, can I copy this? I can set, I can do the wall, I can fill, I can replace, clear, stack. That's it. Okay. Can I do with this thing? Can I do anything fancy other than just... I want to copy it. It doesn't look like I can just copy it. Do I need a different copy tool? It's a selection tool, but there's a paste tool. There's a brush. There's spawner things. More brushes. Okay. So I have a paste tool, but I don't have a copy tool. So how does that work? Well, I go to the paste tool. Just out of curiosity, can I just... 0 blocks pasted, okay. What if I put like this here, and then I select it? Can I left click it? Unsure. I want to duplicate this. Wall, fill, replace, clear, clear entities, stack, and move. So if I say stack, and I want to move it, I don't have a rotate option, do I? Allows you to create and manipulate a selection box. Yep. Okay. Allows you to paste a previously copied or saved block section, so I can copy somehow. I just gotta figure out how to copy it. So what if I say copy? Okay, so it has been copied. So now I gotta figure out where I want to place it. So if I had it like here or something. Let's try this. Oh boy, that's not what I wanted to do, but it kind of worked. Can I undo it? I can't just undo it. No! Well, actually, what I could do now is I can select this. go like that. Oh, I want to rotate it though. Okay, can I rotate this now is the question. Actually, what I should do before I ruin anything, I should move it. I'm gonna say like, I don't know, 10 blocks. Let's do like 20 just to make sure. So forward should go from away from me. Okay, so there we go. I moved it over there. Now can I rotate? Let's see. Angle. If I do slash rotate 180. I don't think that worked. Okay, how do I rotate you, turn you around? I want to turn this around the other way. So I guess reselect it. And get rid of the door. I just gotta figure out how to rotate this. So if I go into Creative Tools, and I say, and go to Commands, I could rotate. If I can find rotate, where is it at? Rotate. It doesn't give you much information. There's options within it. What if I say just 90 degrees? That also doesn't... Oh! It rotates this thing. Wait. So now if I... Oh, okay, that worked. Interesting. Where is it pasting from, though? From where the door's at. Okay. So it's gonna do it centered. Which I guess I could just paste it on this. And then I can move it and edit it as I need to. Go ahead and edit it first. And since it's not gonna have a doorway, I might keep that shape there still. So now I can select this whole thing. Just do it extra because it's fine. So now I can say, go into here, go to move, and then I want to move it right. Is that lined up? It is lined up. And then I can tell it to go down. Okay, and then I need to push it back. Oh, nope, other way, forwards, because of the way I'm looking. Ooh. Fancy tools, doing the fancy works and stuff. So now if I do this again, I can go 2 more. And then I hit delete, and it will be where I want it. Then all I have to do is fill in this little space here that I had. So like this. And then it had a layer of blocks. So I could do that. And then I fill this in with this. Yeah. And Then it's back to the sandstone for this layer. And we can grab this wood. Let's go outside. And I can fill this in. In fact, I ended up doing, I think this is all that. There we go. We just copy and pasted that onto the back. And it just has that piece there that's decorative. Now, can I delete stuff from the selection tool? So where would I go like that, and then bring it all the way over here, so I can try to encapsulate that. I can grab this tool, pull it down. Okay. Is that including the ground right now? I guess I can fill in the ground if I really need to. Should I not? No, I want to... I don't want to be grabbing the ground. Can I... Oh, we'll just test it. I'll just have to fix the ground if I accidentally delete part of it. So if I go like that, then I can say... clear? Cool. There we go. Okay, cool. Let me delete it like the grass on the top. Okay, that was cool. I was able to do that, and I didn't have to rebuild this whole thing on the other side. That's awesome. Okay. Now, the question is, do the windows do something weird? These windows are just weird. Okay. So they kind of did do something weird. Okay, so here's what we're looking at for the interior right now. Did I end up... I do need to put these in the center. And then I think I want to get for chains. There should be some hanging chains. Yeah. And then I can grab a lantern. And then hang some lanterns from the ceiling. Oops. To like 3 or something. There's a decent amount of light in here. Okay. I came up 3 blocks off, 5 blocks away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 chains down. Just like that. And I think it's okay for the interior of this to be a little bit like messy looking, just because it's just a barn, you know? They wouldn't make the interior as fancy. Its whole purpose is to have house animals. Or the tools and stuff for dealing with the animals. 2, 3. Okay. Now how does this feel? So I close the door. Oops. Yep. I moved through the door first. Okay. So you come. So you come up here. You see this building. Like, oh, what's in here? Pop it open and you see a barn. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't know if I want to do like slabs or something here to try to round that out some, or stairs. Cool, it was hive. I don't know if there's any. Oh, there are. Okay. So I could do these to just do that tiny bit of shape.
Oh yeah, it's all coming
It's all
together.
coming together. Yeah, definitely. Let's do that a little bit. That could work. Yeah, just even that helps it fit into the structure a bit more. And then I could do the sandstone stairs. To do that here, so it kind of just makes that wall feel like it's connected. This is the same block, right? Sandstone brick stairs, yes, okay. There we go. I think this looks pretty good. We could also, just for fun, I could go like this and say entity. I want to spawn an entity for a cow. Grab a cow. And spawn it. And then it will just be chilling in here. Though it can get up if I'm not careful with where blocks are placed. Perhaps we'll pull this back some. There we go. So we have a cow in here. It's entertaining. Okay. And then I think maybe I'll try this. I don't know how this is gonna work. They might just run away. What are they called? I forget what these guys are called. Yeah, this guy. Let's just spawn one of those guys. Yeah, he's just gonna run around. But yeah, that could work. That little bit is giving it life. He's just kind of run around. Oh, the cow gonna escape? Oh, the cow found a way to escape. No, cow. Bad cow. You could escape. What are you looking at there? Thank you for feeding the fishies. I'm sure they're very, very hungry. Okay, cow, I really need you to go back, which I guess... Right, I can click on you. The cabbage? I think it's cabbage. Did you follow? Lettuce? Lettuce. Oh, you walked in there. Now you're stuck in there. That's funny. So what if I were to take my entity tool? This one. Can I grab you? Oh, okay, I can grab him and put him back in there. I can grab you and put you back out of there. So I guess I don't want this that close. There we go. Now I shouldn't be able to get in there, right? Nope, did you just get stuck? Nope, okay. There we go. It's complete. Do I want to screenshot of just the interior, or do I want to do like this? This could be a good screenshot. Let's grab that. Nice. Okay. We spent most of the stream mostly building this barn. And it's not even done either, because I gotta do something about the super flat, boring sides. I definitely do need these in here to make it look better. For sure. And this is some nice shape and definition. We'll grab that. Grab that real quick. We'll get these in. I do like how that kind of looks. Awesome. Very satisfied actually with this building. It turned out really good. Still need a little more stuff to finish it up. Got this whole roof on the side to do. Okay, let's get these in. Oops. Is that where I want that though? That feels a little weird. Do I not do them on the sides? Maybe I don't do them on the sides. I feel like I don't do this sandstone on the side. I do it on the front and the back, but... Okay, get the roof in now. So hard to place these. There's like a very specific spot they go and that's it. No. You know, and having just the entities you can kind of just toss in there is pretty nice. Okay, and then we'll grab this, and I'm going to rotate it that way, and then fill it in. Okay, and then slab. Oop. Alright, and I did want to also do where I break this up a little bit. So how far does this go? Oh, that also needs this. So does this. I guess actually that could... No, we'll put it in. How many blocks did I make it? I think I made it 19, right? So if I were to go... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just like... Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that'd be there. Yeah. So we can take out these middle sections and put something in to kind of separate it. Perhaps I just do something like this. Just as a quick test. Kind of works, but it is a bit weird here. So I can do a slab and do top slab. Though I can't do the border that I was planning if I do it like this. We could also do this though. Do something like that. Gives it a nice little break from the solid gold all the way across. Okay. So we'll start with stair, go stair, 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 and then slab, slab, slab. Oh. I feel like I need to do something with this too. Having this all solid like that just feels weird. Maybe I need something here. Oh, I guess if we did this thing, that could kind of work. Yeah, it helps bring that in, but I think I should rotate this way. Oh, no, actually the way it was works because that one's the same way. Okay, I'd actually like that. Even though it's a little bit silly looking, I think it helps have just that little bit to break things up. So maybe we want even one more in the center here if we do the blue again. So that's at least broken up a little bit. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Slab, 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 and then rotate the slab. Okay, and then we want, I guess we could do a pillar there. So we have the spot for that thing to sit, which I guess means we want another pillar here to keep with the kind of concept, which helps break that up as well. Okay, that's good. Very good. We might have to do some modifications depending on how much it gets covered up in some areas, but we do that. There we go. Yeah, I definitely need at least those two sections. So now it's not just all the same thing all the way across. Okay. Do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, and then we need this again. Look at this. That goes this way. Is it that way? Yeah, it's that way. Yeah, okay. Do, 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 do. Yeah, it's looking good. Looking really good, actually. We'll have to figure out the sides later. So I don't think I have any ideas or plans for at the moment. One thing I could try real quick, though, is doing this. Which might be good for the lighting along each corner. Do I want a light here? Does that look weird? No, actually, that looks pretty cool. I like that. So I'll do another lantern on this one as well in the front. And there we go. Cool. I do feel like something needs to go here, though. If I grab a trap door, like this one maybe? Would this work? Yeah, and it kind of gives a little bit of connection between those blue pieces. Do, 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 do. And it helps kind of break up that little spot a tiny bit. And it connects in a little better, I feel like. Yeah, okay, cool. I like it. Do, do, do. And I think we do also have some shelves to put in here, potentially. Try to hang some flowers or something. I'm not sure. But I think that is going to be it for the stream. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and put up my thanks for watching, and I'm going to look for somebody to raid. Go ahead and do that.
That's all, folks.
Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong button. Raid button. Do, 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 do. Anybody I have following? Yes, that looks like this could be entertaining. That's El Trio. El Trio 1? Yeah. But they are doing some super battle golf. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all have a wonderful night. Stay tuned for the raid.